welcome to another episode of In the Green with BNI. How are you doing, Paul?
Doing fantastic. How are you doing,
I'm
Felicia?
doing great. I love the hats.
It's the holiday weekend, and we decided to get a start on some outdoor yard work early.
Yes, I love it. Well, this is going to be perfect then because we have Charlene with holidays and travel and all that. So I look forward to connecting with her. So again,
Hi, thanks for having me.
yes, we are so excited to have you here. So before we get too deep into all about what you do and all the great fabulous vacations you can plan for us, tell us a little bit more about who Charlene is.
Well, my name is Charlene Garcia, and like the slide says, I'm a wife and mom of two kids, Aiden and Nadia. And what's really cool is if you take Aiden and spell it backwards, you get my daughter's name, Nadia. So that's why I featured their name there.
Awesome.
I
Okay, girl,
I
did
love
you plan that? Did you intentionally do
actually
that?
no, no, not at all. He was already Aiden, and then a cousin of mine later on was like, "Do you know if you take Aiden and spell it backwards, it spells Nadia?" I was like, "I had no idea." Yeah, but
That's cool.
yeah, every time I tell them, they're like, "Really? You did that?" So I love traveling. I love football. I'm from Florida, so I love the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I'm really excited about this season because of Tom Brady. Even though I wasn't crazy about him, but I'm excited about football this year. I love fishing and I love adventure. So I have pictures of my family snorkeling in Puerto Rico and whitewater rafting. And I climbed a mountain, 14,000 feet elevation. So I've done that before. And I've lived in Puerto Rico, Florida, South Carolina, Nebraska, and Arkansas.
Wow, that's
That's
amazing.
about
So
me.
you are living this lifestyle of travel and going out and doing things.
I'm trying to be experienced, I guess, so I can know what I'm talking about when I connect with all of you guys.
Exactly. Okay, so that means you joined BNI in 2018. And so one of the things that we talk about in BNI is our core values. So we want to know right off at the top, what is your favorite core BNI value and why?
Building relationships by far. I am a people person. I love people and I love getting to know people. I think it's important in BNI for you to like the one-to-ones, for instance. Like if it wasn't for us having to have those moments, getting to know people, I mean, how else can we refer business to them? So for sure, building relationships, because that's how you really get to know somebody so that you're comfortable passing those referrals to them.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to learning more about you and building more relationships, of course, with you right here. So tell us about your business, Cruise Planners, because you're obviously living the lifestyle.
So I became a franchise owner in 2016, but I was selling before then. And I sell more than just cruises. So I anywhere from Disney cruises, river cruises, sandals. I'm a certified sandals representative. I can even sell Hilton, Holiday Inn down the street. I am your go-to girl for any part of travel. And what's nice about BNI is like I'll have people in my personal group that are electricians and they're going out of town and they need a night at the Holiday Inn for their crew, and they'll call me and I'll book it real quick. So I'm an easy referral because everybody knows somebody that travels and I can sell it all. So
That is amazing. So yes, I would think, by the name only just being Cruise Planners that I would initially thought that you only sell cruises. So that's amazing.
now, and that's we just started. They were founded 25 years ago, and back then that's what they focused on. But now we sell everything, so not just cruises.
Awesome.
Charlene, in keeping with being the vacation planner, tell me a story about maybe your favorite client or your favorite vacation that you got to plan for somebody.
So uh, my old boss called me, and his passport expired. And this is actually local travel. His passport expired, but he wanted to take his wife somewhere totally different. And I was like, where do you take somebody in the United States that's still beachy, because that's what they wanted? And they've been to California and they've been to Florida. And they wanted something totally different. So Catalina Island, it's an island off of California, and you take a high-speed ferry over there. Anyways, I organized their flights, the hotel, the high-speed ferry. They had yoga. They ate seafood but it was just crazy because he literally, they found this great deal to go to Cabo, and then he looks at his passport and he's like, oh my God, it was like a last minute trip. And I was still able to help him plan an amazing weekend for his wife. So that's one that stands out, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's a sign of creativity on your part because, like you said, you know, you experience that all the time. People look at their stuff and it's outdated and they still want to go on the trip. So being
Yeah.
creative to come up with these various things is absolutely a necessity for being a travel agent. So I
Yes,
guess I wanted to
ma'am.
ask you, what makes Charlene special as a travel agent?
I am literally 24/7, and I joke around with that. But my clients can call me on vacation. I'm there for them. I'm answering questions. I send thank you cards. I send Christmas cards. I mean, I'm friends. I feel like every time I'm with, I just want to hug them and love them. Like, I don't know. I really take an interest, like from the time that before they leave. Um, I'm calling, checking on. I check their hotel reservations to make sure that nothing got slipped through the cracks. Actually, Paul, your friend that you referred to me, and I had never even met Paul. He was supposed to go to his honeymoon in Turks and Caicos, but it was canceled because you can't travel there right now. But he still got married, so I actually switched him around. He's going to Charleston. They leave tomorrow on their honeymoon, and but even yesterday I was calling the hotel. I'm like, is he there? Like, make sure he's there because the hotel's already sold out. I made sure that they're going to deliver a bottle of champagne to his room because it's his honeymoon. And the poor guy can't go to Turks and Caicos, which is where he's supposed to go. But we were able to get him because his whole trip was canceled. We were able to. He still rebooked for next year, Turks and Caicos. But they got an extra 25% credit that he was able to put towards his South Carolina portion. So he didn't have to spend any extra money, which was nice.
Oh, well, I love that. Like I said, making all of those things work out. Absolutely, for sure. So tell us, how can people connect with you?
So the easiest way is through Facebook. So Facebook/Plan Paradise. And if you just tag me, they can go straight to my page where they'll see my times that I'm available, which show that I'm 24/7. It shows I have plenty of reviews. I have up-to-date posts. Lately, I've been doing a lot of videos because people aren't traveling right now because of COVID-19. So I'm doing a lot of videos on how to handle cancellations. And even if they didn't book through me and they can't get a hold, because a lot of companies went bankrupt, if they can't get a hold of them, call me. I never charge a fee. I never charge a service. Like, I never charge for my services. All my services are complimentary. And even if you didn't book through me, I don't want you to feel like you're lost or confused out there. And I'll answer any questions I have free of charge. I just don't want anyone like feeling like they got.
Right.
I service all of North of America, as you can see on my Google page. So whether you live in Florida, California, even Canada, Missouri, Arkansas, I can sell to anybody in the United States.
Well, that is awesome. And like I said, I'm noticing those 24 reviews and all 5 stars. Congratulations for sure. And
Thank
you
you.
were telling the truth there about that open 24 hours.
Yeah, I've had someone call me at 3 o'clock in the morning and like this cruise popped up and they couldn't get a hold of it. And I literally get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to book them their cruise. Yes.
Dedication. And there is a reason why Charlene, for sure.
Yeah.
So Charlene, so for somebody out there that is learning about BNI and they say to you, why should I invest my time and money in BNI? How would you answer that question?
I mean, BNI has been such a blessing to me, not even my chapter alone, but the building the relationships, first of all, the passing of the referrals. Like, you learn to trust these people that you hang out with day in and day out. And then you build, it's like crazy. Like, every week we have 15, 20 referrals that are passed, or $10,000 of business passed in 1 week. And we're constantly referring. But besides that, when people come visit, I've had just as many people visit my chapter that didn't even join who gave me business. They booked us like a sandals vacation. I met them once. So even if somebody were to join BNI, even the people in your chapter, other people that come and visit, that's just continued opportunities to make more money, to build your network, and to create those relationships. So I think BNI is just the way to go when it comes to networking, because everyone's in there for the same reasons.
Yeah. Well, I love that. So thank you so much for coming on our show. So if you're out there, thinking about, okay, when you're getting out of this COVID situation, you're ready to take a trip and do something, definitely reach out to Charlene Garcia here. And Charlene, we
Thank,
want to say thank you for
thank
all
you
the
guys for
work
having
you've
me.
done, and congratulations on being in the green
Oh,
on our part one report.
thanks.
And we love learning more about your business and how you serve others well. We appreciate that.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Well, if you enjoyed this podcast and you've connected with Charlene and you'd like to learn more about how to connect with BNI, it's really simple. Take out that phone, open your photo app, and literally hover it over the QR code on the screen, and that'll take you directly to a website where you can learn more about how do you get connected to BNI. And if you are listening to this and wondering, how do I get on this show? There's a really simple way to do it. You can find a link off of there as well. We'd love to feature you on our next In the Green with BNI. I've been Paul Kroger.
I'm Felicia Miller Johnson.
Charlene Garcia, thanks for having me.
And thanks for being with us today on In the Green with BNI.